Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. Going to be a little bit of a faster cast today as we have some things that we have to do after the show here. Betty Rock will just switch it up again and why don't we start with you?
Wonderful.
Because it always makes you happy.
It does. It makes me happy. Thank you.
And that's what I live for.
And that's what I love about you.
Especially today, because I'm afraid of you today.
Yeah,
a little afraid.
I'm having an off day, and I couldn't tell you why. Wally was like, "What caused that?" Because I couldn't tell you.
Don't know. And I understand that now because there are some days when I'm just mad at the world.
Yeah.
And I can't even put a finger. Like I will go through like a inventory of like, all right, I've got my health. Mm-hmm. My looks are gone, but that's fine. Like I've got, I have a house. I'm financially okay. Like I go through all these things.
There's so many things. To be
Why would I not
for.
be happy?
Yeah, I don't know.
It happens.
I think there's something brain-wise that
chemically.
that I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just off.
You know what? I think we all have those days and stuff like that. So
thank you.
We all want to make it easy on her. Be nice to her. It's like those TikTok videos, and you're going to listen to everything she says.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't set her off.
Exactly. Well, what I have is a list of ad-libbed lines. So these are taken from well-known movies that we all know and love, and the lines that we actually love, but it turns out that these lines were ad-libbed.
Really?
The first one from Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic with "I'm the King of the World."
I'm the king of the world!
Wow, he's so good. Like, that is an iconic line, and that wasn't even written out. Just
Nope.
Leo?
Yeah, it turns out that James Cameron, the director of the film, he was standing there and he was giving Leonardo different lines to just yell out and say.
Yeah.
And that's the one that stuck.
It is really weird. I went to in Northern Ireland in Belfast. They have where the shipyard where the Titanic was built. Fascinating tour, and there's a whole museum to it and everything like that. And when you stand in the building, they have where the shipyard used to be, and they have an outline of where the Titanic set. And I forget what the other one was called. I forget the name, but it's sister ship. And you're like, oh, wow, that's kind of cool. But then they have this exhibit where it's the bow of the boat, and it's like that. And you go in there, and you're like, I'm the king of the world. And you as you just walk through a thing of all these people that died, it feels really weird. I took the picture, obviously.
Of course you did.
But it felt really weird. I'm like, take it fast. Just take it fast.
Yeah, but anyways, next time you watch Titanic and you hear Leo say that, it was all ad-libbed.
This one I do, though. The next one, I did know.
Okay, so the next one is from Jaws when he says, "You're going to need a bigger boat."
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah, I think that's Roy Scheider, I think is how you say his name.
I don't know. But it turns out that the line was ad-libbed, and it came from the fact that the producers of the film were very stingy with the money.
Yeah.
And so it became a catchphrase. So I guess at one point during the filming, something happened, and they really said in a conversation to the producers, "Hey, you're going to need a bigger boat."
Yeah.
But then that became like this catchphrase for everything. So if there wasn't enough food on set, you're going to need a bigger boat.
Kind of like the inside joke.
Yeah.
It's
And
funny.
so the actor said that, and it actually stuck in the film.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know the history behind it like that.
And then finally, this one from A Few Good Men.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
That's ad-libbed because I just quoted that the other day to somebody. Like, I love that line.
So Jack Nicholson, he was actually supposed to say, "You already have the truth." But instead he said, "You can't handle the truth."
Way better. You already have the truth. I don't care, but you can't handle the truth. Wow, sir. That's something
that's a
else.
punch.
See, that's the difference between good and great acting. And
You wouldn't know.
No,
but-
no. I would know good acting.
Well, I don't even know if
I would know on showing up. It is weird, man. Like I was on the set of
here we go.
No, of the Drummer Boy the musical for King and Country and their movie coming up, and it is interesting to see different tiers of actors because we were watching some of the dailies, and there are some people that for whatever reason they haven't even said a word, but everything they convey you feel and you believe. You're like, wow. How do they do that? Because you'd think it'd be easy, like, okay, stand here and just look over there. And some people stand there and look over there and you're like, okay, what are they looking at? I don't know. Other people, you're like, I want to see what they're seeing. It is the weirdest thing, man. Like I was like, because I would be the person you'd look at me like, I can't wait to see if they use the shot of me walking in with the wheelbarrow and me just like bopping in like, hey, look at everything. Like I want to see how bad it looks. Like I can't even act like a guy carrying a wheelbarrow, rolling a wheelbarrow into a like a town without looking like I'm an actor acting
you're like
that.
Extra in the background that you can't unsee.
Oh, for sure. I cannot wait to see how bad I come across, because I have no lines in this movie, and so I'm just there.
Bless.
And I cannot wait to see like if they use it and how bad it looks. Like, because I know you'll have a field day with it.
Field day.
Like all you had to do was walk a wheelbarrow
I'll
in.
probably blink and it'll be done.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I missed it.
I'm not buying that you know how to run a wheelbarrow. I don't believe it.
Going backwards.
Oh, so good. This was kind of a weird story. So here's the headline. Valedictorian speech cut after unscripted immigration comment. Okay. Like, I do believe you have a First Amendment right to say what you want to say. I support that. Even things I don't like. But you do have to understand that there are consequences for that speech. You can say it, but sometimes there comes with a consequence. Like if you're, standing with somebody and you insult them and they're bigger than you and they punch you, yeah, you had every right to say that. And you also have every right to get socked in the face,
Yeah.
And so you can say whatever you want. But like this one girl learned that there might be some, consequences if you step outside of the rules. So this girl does her commencement address, and at the end, she throws in this thing, and they stopped her. Now, I will say this, though. What she said wasn't filled with vitriol. It wasn't so far left-wing that it was inflammatory. So I'm a little surprised. Here's what she said. She said, before I leave the stage, I have one last thing to say. This is where you know you're in trouble, because now she's going off script, because when you do high school, commencements, they want everything scripted, and they say you have to stick to this because they don't want someone running off at the mouth, because that's what kids do when they get a platform. They're like, I'm going to say everything and right the world, and no one cares. Like, no one's ever gone to a commencement speech and went, wow, that changed my life. No one, And so she says, before I leave the stage, I got one last thing to say. Every single person in here has a voice, and we are privileged to have the freedom to use it when so many people around the world are struggling and suffering to be heard. Very true. That is a true statement. We have the ability to speak our minds freely without consequence from, like, you can say things about the government and not be imprisoned. That's the freedom of speech, And so she says, before I leave the stage, one thing to say, there are millions suffering in Palestine. Now, if she had stopped there and then went on the rant about free Palestine, river to sea, everything like that, I get it. Shut it down. Like, I don't want to hear that nonsense at a graduation from a 17-year-old kid either, because all you've done is be indoctrinated by the people around you. You don't know any of the story of that, and you're only putting one side out too. You're not putting the other side out of all the other atrocities that go both ways. But she goes on to say the Sudan, the Congo, Afghanistan, and so many other countries around the world, or the families that are being torn apart by immigrations and custom enforcement. Right there is an issue, because it's a real hot button right now. So she popped in on the hot button. So before this, she hits all the different places that are having problems. And those are true statements. There are places in the world where people are marginalized, victimized, and silenced, for their opinion. But boy, when you hit the immigrations and customs enforcement right now, the ICE stuff, it's a hot button, man. I mean, because there's very little gray area on that. You're either kind of like for it or against it. At least that's, in the media, what you see. I know some people probably kind of in the middle. Like, I think I probably fall more in the middle of that. I think there needs to be border control, but there also needs to be compassion inside of it, and zero tolerance, and some of the things that happen. I think that the law is there, but that's where judges come in, and that's where you need to interpret and there are going to be special circumstances for things. That's just life. And so I think there can be compassion inside of that. But she says they're not distant issues. They're happening right now as I speak. She said, and the cheers from the applause and stuff. My point is, we're given a voice. We're not given a voice to stay silent. And so it's not horrible, I don't think that was so far out of bounds. I think probably when you got to the ICE stuff, that's where it's like, oh, okay, we're stopping this, But the school's response to her speech was that they said that she departed from the approved script. And that's why they stopped it. And they would do that with anybody.
So she wasn't done. She had more to say, and they stopped her.
Yeah, so the school administrators intervened, and intervened, and they said, it's to maintain the focus and the program in real time of the event. We're not limiting the voices, but we're ensuring that a school-sponsored event remains consistent with the intended purpose. Which I will say that the intended purpose of a graduation is not for a political rally. It's to inspire your friends that are going to work the enterprise gate, after high school, or to inspire somebody to be more than they can be, and all that stuff. Again, the stuff that doesn't work. It didn't work on me. I've been to 3 commencements now. Useless. I will say this though: my commencement from my master's program, I really liked the guy. Like, he did this whole painting and stuff, and one of those things where he painted upside down and then he flips it over and oh, that's really cool. I thought what he had to say was good. So much that it inspired me that when I got asked to do a commencement speech, I did a version of that where
it did work.
I know. I go and I take this canvas, and so I have a black canvas and like paint, and I'm like, I spent a little time after high school, and I was fortunate enough to go to Paris and study art. And it's just an amazing experience. So I'm dipping my hands in paint, and I'm like painting all over it. So everyone's thinking that because you've seen enough of these on YouTube, and that you're going to turn it over and this masterpiece is going to show up like happened in my commencement. And I basically end up drawing a smiley face that's all janky. And the whole point was like, look, I'm not good at art, but it doesn't mean I can't sell art. It doesn't mean that I can't be in that industry. I'm not meant to be the artist, but I could still work around something that I love. And I did think that was super practical, because everybody wants to be the star, but only an infinitesimal amount of people are going to be the star.
Do you think that inspired others?
Probably not. Probably not. I worked so hard on it, though, and so
they're like, nah.
I'd like to think that I inspired just one kid. Just one kid to finger paint, and then I'd be fine.
Let's go.
I know. Speaking of let's go, we are going to do some birthdays, if you have them, and then we'll go on to our little weekend plans, because we got some big plans tonight. Yeah, I know. You're dreading it. Okay, go.
We have one from Gabriella, to her brother, Titus. Titus celebrated a birthday on the 2nd. Said, sorry this is late. He is one of 5 siblings in the family, and he loves all sports, especially baseball. He enjoys Legos, video games, and playing with friends outside.
You know what, Titus? She got it in. That's all that matters. When you live in a family of 5, it's so easy to get forgotten. I know that, because I came from a family of 5. So happy birthday there, Titus. I love Legos, too.
Men never grow up.
That's very true.
We've got a question from Dante. This one is, what is the strangest thing you've ever caught your pet doing?
Oh, wow.
I have been in those situations where it doesn't happen so much with the boys that I have now, but I've had cats in the past where all of a sudden, like, nothing is around. All of a sudden they like look up. Yeah. And they look in a corner and they're like, meow. Yeah. Meow, meow, meow. Like they see something. And it kind of freaks me out because I'm like, I don't see anything.
I have a weird thing with Sasha. When my wife's dad, my father-in-law, passed away, he was at our house. And so we brought him up, and he was like on hospice at our house, and she would not go in the room and she loved him. Like, she would always sit in his lap and stuff like that. Like, she loved it, but she would not go in the room. Sasha, not my wife. Yeah. She would not go in the room when he was there. She'd stand at the door and like meow and stuff, but she would never go in. And then when he passed away and we took everything out, I figured she would go back in there, and she wouldn't for the longest time. And then she would go in like slowly, and like you're saying, she'd look up into like the corner of the room, and it was like, what?
Well, they do say that dogs, and I don't know if it's cats too, but dogs have a lot of senses that humans don't.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, is he still here?
I saw something recently on Instagram where it was about this chubby cat that they had in an assisted living facility, and they knew that every time he went and slept on the bed of a patient, that they were going to die. Oh, no. And they said that he was correct a lot of the time.
Like, if you're laying there and a cat walks in, I'd be like, get out.
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, come on in.
Oh, stop. But it makes you wonder,
I'm 9 years old.
Like, do they have senses that we don't have, that they just can sense things?
I do.
Know.
I'm always amazed. Like, okay, so cats, or even just our humanness too, like that sixth sense that we talk about that we have, like where you can walk into a room and you know something's off. you know somebody's like not right.
Yeah.
And there's no other indication. It's a feeling. And I'm always amazed by that because of how God made us. And like when you think about it, like, okay, so we have these computers and they hold all these ones and zeros and information and, it's all mechanical and stuff. But when you take our brains is just this fleshy mess. How do memories sit in there?
I don't know.
How do any of the things that we think, feel, sit in that
really
mess
weird.
of brain matter? Like I'm always amazed by that. And to think that just happened,
Yeah.
like because even a computer had to be built by somebody.
Right.
And so to think that just happened randomly is insane to me. This is the thing. Like next week, we're going to play some podcasts and some clips of a conversation I had with Matt Smallbone. He's the pastor of a church here in Nashville, and he is the cousin of Luke and Joel from For King and Country.
And the reason we didn't have an Aftercast yesterday.
Correct. And so we were talking about prayer and the things that you don't understand and how he wrestled through that and like what helped him, and maybe it'll help some other people out because I really struggle with that. Like the thing is, I don't struggle with my faith in God. Like I believe in God, and I believe in Jesus, and all of this stuff. And I stand humbled and amazed by the creation. It's just some of the things inside of it that I'm like, I don't understand that, and why. I mean, traveling mercy prayers. Really, does that help? Does that really change anything? I don't think so. And so we kind of wrestled through some of that. But like I have this feeling that some people will listen to I'm willing to look bad for the questions to the people who are oversaved and will judge me for that, for the people that aren't.
Yeah.
And the people that need or want or need an answer to certain things. I'm willing to do that because I think it's important.
I saw something on Instagram, once again, where there was this woman and she was talking about how she read the verse, the peace that passes understanding, and she read it a different way in that if you want peace, it has to pass understanding. So you have to let go of understanding of everything
interesting.
to get peace. Like you can try and fight for understanding,
Yeah.
but at some point you're not going to get the answers and you won't have peace. But if you want the peace that passes understanding, that's what it means.
Oh,
is that
that's
you have
good.
to let understanding go so you can have peace.
I love that. I've never heard it in that framework
I hadn't either,
before.
but I liked it.
It's good because I hang on to the intellectual side
Yeah.
of faith so much, and it undoes me sometimes, and it holds me back, I think, sometimes from having that super deep connected Daddy God kind of relationship. That one drives me crazy. We even talk about that in the interview too. And so I love that. That's cool. That will marinate with me for a hot second too. So there you go. All right. So maybe you learned a little something, and now it's time for Weekend Plans. Weekend Plans. Everyone's got on Weekend Plans. All right. Let's start with you. My wife was like, "Hey, what do you want to do this weekend?" And I'm like, I got something I want to do.
We're broke as a joke. We can't do nothing.
Oh, man. I am just hemorrhaging money on all these problems with my house all of a sudden. Okay, back to prayer. Like, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that, like, the adjuster comes out and will, say, okay, you're covered. You don't have to pay for all this damage from a water leak. And it's weird because, like, in praying about that, like, I haven't prayed about it. Like, I'm not like, oh, Lord, please let the adjuster come out and have a change of heart, kind of thing. Because he's going to come out, he's going to do his job, and they have their bylines that they're going to be, held to. But I mean, could you be praying for like, help him have a good day and be kind or something, and maybe it affects things or we treat him well.
Maybe the praying isn't so much requesting something about the situation; it's more about just having a conversation, just talking to him about it,
and the
not
peace.
requesting something.
Yeah, and the peace about whatever happens in whatever decision.
Because prayer isn't always just requesting something;
Right.
It can be just a conversation.
And again, that's part of the whole thing that we have next week with Matt Smallbone. So my wife, though, she was asking me, what do you want to do this weekend? And I'm like, I know she meant together, but there's something I want to go do by myself because she doesn't like to go with me. Like, I would love to have her go with me, but she doesn't like to go. And so I want to go foil this weekend because it's finally good weather. I finally have a hot second that I'm not traveling. And so now I got to figure out how to nuance that with her. I think what it means is I'll have to go early. Like, because I like to go early on things like that and get it done, and then I don't lose the whole day with her and things like that. So that's That's really
there you
that
go.
in church. That'll be my week.
That's a solution.
It's colder in the morning. I hate being cold. So anywho, I'll take the bullet. And so then church and stuff like that. But Betty Rock, big night planned for the Rockster. Let's go, Rockstar.
And he's making a big deal out of it because he knows that I am dreading it. And that sounds horrible, but hear me out. If you're an extrovert, you won't understand. But as an introvert, I don't like to have plans every night. I need nights to myself. And for some reason, today I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and I could not tell you why, but I'm there. And so these plans, I'm dreading because...
And you've had them for a while.
Yeah, but I've got to be extroverted. I got to get out there, all the things. And I'm sure once I get there, I'll have a great time. But I hate always feeling that way about things where it's like I dread it. Then I get there and I'm like, oh, this is great. Like, why can't I just be like, once you get there, you'll be fine. Stop dreading it. Why can't I be that way? I don't know.
I'm the same way. Like once I get there, I love what I'm doing usually. But sometimes the act of getting there is like pushing an elephant up a hill.
Yes.
And
so
I'm an extrovert.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. It is karaoke, right?
Yeah, a karaoke night.
Oh, I hope you sing. I hope you dance. I hope you go nuts. Like I hope you dance. I hope you are the belle of the karaoke ball.
I don't want to do nothing. All I want to do is sit there, eat French fries, and watch other people.
You know what? This is what I told Betty I think she should do. She should go there because she doesn't want to be there. And then, make the most of it and find the guy that's sitting in the corner that looks just as miserable as you. And then you have something to talk about. You're like, are you miserable? I am too. Oh my gosh, I hate these things. I do too. And you might find a kindred spirit.
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's the plans for tonight. And then tomorrow, if you listen to the podcast, then you know that I am moving here in a few weeks. And so I need to get my bottom in gear.
Yeah.
And I just have lacked the self-motivation to get it done. Now, I have gotten some of it done, just not a lot of it done. And so I asked my mom to come over tomorrow and help me.
That's good.
With it. And
Moms are good for that. They'll
Yeah.
keep you on task.
Yeah, it'll be great. And I'll love having her there, and we'll just chit-chat and get things done. So it'll be good.
Yeah, I know that's not fun to do. I'm kind of dreading when my daughter and her husband decide to move, especially if they're coming to Tennessee. I feel because he has a big house and a lot of like things and equipment and gear. Because like I thought I was done helping her move, kind of thing. Like
And
all
you
right.
can be.
And I can be. Yeah, I can be. But it won't be that because his family will fly in to help him move. Like his family is really great about family.
But he's got younger brothers.
Yeah. And they helped us move Haley into her apartment one time. They're generous people, and they're really good at that. Like he has a side hustle of a popcorn business that he does at different events like kettle corn, and they fly in to help him and don't get paid anything. They just fly in to help him. They're really, really, really
so
good about
expensive.
that. I know. That's the thing. And it's funny because...
So does that make you feel less than? If you're not going to be there, then you feel like...
Oh, yeah, because like Mitch, the dad, has definitely tried to shame me into showing up.
Really?
Oh, 100%. And like makes jokes about it and stuff. Like I don't have a job where I can just leave though either. And I have times that I can't travel. And a lot of times they fall in like our blackout
Who cares
dates.
what they think? As long as Haley and Spencer are okay, then that's...
Yeah.
And Raisin. We can't forget Raisin.
Yeah. And so, but it was one time, it's funny because I grew up in a big family where you did all of these things. But then when we had Haley, it became the three of us. And I remember Mitch going, you don't do family well, do you? And I said, I do my family well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't do the big family well anymore because I haven't had to. I enjoy my small world, kind of thing. And so this next one, though, the next popcorn thing, it falls into town while I'm on vacation and actually in Orlando seeing Haley. So I'm in, man.
You're in.
I'm gonna be
Prove
in doing some popcorn with the kids. But all of that was to say is I guarantee you they'll come down and help them move. And I will have to as well, especially if they're moving to Tennessee, because then it'll be like, all right, they're moving to be near you. So that's what we should do. If they're moving to Texas, like his parents should go. If they're moving to Tennessee, we should definitely go. And if they're moving somewhere else, hire movers. Yeah.
I think what you should do is call dibs already on the easy jobs.
Oh, sure.
So you could say, I'm going to transport Raisin to Tennessee. That'll be my sole job.
I love that cat. Like
She's precious.
She's my grand cat, and she loves me. She loves me. Like I spent so much time with her. Early in the morning, I'd get up, and I'd be like, "Hey, Riri," and we'd hang out before everyone else got up. It was,
baby.
it was just great. I miss having my cats. I do miss having my cats, but man, I don't for travel because
especially these past few weeks.
I've been gone so much. I'm gonna be gone a lot more. I'm trying to travel more too. Like I want to. Like I still am young enough and healthy enough that I feel okay, and I still want to see the world before health gets me and you can't travel anymore, or just till you're just annoying to travel around people.
Well, you've
know?
already hit that.
No, I'm still good. But when you become an inconvenience to people other than Betty.
Yeah, you've hit that.
No, I'm fine. No. The random people, because you're so slow or something.
I see,
I'm anything but slow when I travel, man.
That's
You got to
true.
keep up with me. And so not having the animals to, have taken care of while you're gone is really, really nice. And eventually, though, I think we'll be back to having animals once we stop traveling. And I'm still pushing for an otter. I want an otter so
You got to
bad.
be realistic.
Yeah, if I'm not traveling, why not have an otter? Like, why not? I mean, what's the big deal? It's better than a cat.
Did you see that TikTok I sent you the other day where someone they were in a lake or they were kayaking and they saw a baby otter and it was swimming towards them and they adopted
they took it.
Yeah, they took it.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
If that happened to me with a raccoon, I would definitely do it.
I would do that with an otter, although there's part of me that I would look first because, like, hey, he's just swimming over. He doesn't know anything.
Right.
You might have just abducted an otter.
Exactly.
And now the mom's like, meow, meow,
yeah, missing her baby.
Yeah, and so I would look around to see if there was another otter before I just took it.
I'm surprised that you even care that much.
I
because
do.
when we saw those baby ducks at that little pond down here, you were like, oh, they're probably dead.
Yeah.
Dead meat.
Yeah.
Here comes the hawk.
That was just to get to you. All right. Well, that's going to have to do it for our Aftercast. We're going to get this lady out of here before she murders someone, namely me. And that's going to do it for your Aftercast. Thanks for being a potty.